Yo, G, what's up? How many are here? If you are new to stream, just say a hi. It's my first time, so I don't know how to stream or what's up, but still, I will try my best. Yep. So, few members start joining. Okay. So, firstly, I'm Cryptex. You all know me from Telegram, from Discord, something. Okay, so 13 viewers, so perfect. I'm in for the market update. So, okay. Thanks for joining. So, firstly, we will start from BTC. Then we have Ethereum, then we have like the dollar, the USDT dominance, and then we will see some metals like silver, like what happened to the market because of war or everything. And yep, so let's get started. This is my main chart of BTC, like for the range we started dumping on like the January. Like this is the January 15th or 14th we started dumping, and we dumped around almost, let me just calculate it, we dumped around 40%. And also this is my first time, so if you have any sort of like issue or something, just let me know in the chat. I am watching the live chat with you all. So yep, so we dumped like 40%, and now we are ranging at the lows, and people are like claiming that we will go to $58,000, like this zone, $58,000 to $56,000, and these like we will tap that. But let's get real and first get out of the range, and then we will see like where we are going or what's happening to the market. Firstly, why we are pumping is because of this dashboard. Let me just open this one. Yep, this dashboard. Why we are pumping this just because of the war news, and the market starts distributing on weekends, just because we all are were expecting like the oil will go up and the metal will like get disturbed due to war. And the same happened with Bitcoin, like just because market was open on weekend, my Bitcoin was dumping. But what happened at like the market open is that we got a dip, but future got dumped, but spot didn't sold aggressively, but they started buying it. When they started buying it, we created a divergence, like we call it CVD divergence. You can see the spot is still sidelined, but the price is going down and the future is also going down. When this happens, this is a CVD divergence. This is exhaustion on the any trend. Like let me just open a CVD divergence chart for you guys. Just give me a minute. So if you are a newbie or like a new beginner, you can calculate what it is. Like here's the chart from Femex, and let me delete it. Yep, so you can see we see like the price is going down, but the CVD is holding up. So this is a exhaustion in the downtrend. So we are just getting exhaustion in the downtrend, and then the price starts pumping. The main thing is that when the price holds up, when the spots hold up in terms of price, and then we start pumping toward the upper side. And we also have a CME gap here. Let me just show you guys on the trading view. We also have a CME gap, and we have filled the CME gap basically. So now we are pumping toward the upper side. This also happened on last Monday. If you have a look at this one, like let me mark the last Monday. This was the last Monday. You can see we saw a big green candle. After that, we formed equal highs at like the local high or the local low. Local high at 26th February, and after that we start distributing toward the lower side at Tuesday. And that's the stuff here. So what I'm expecting here is that we either tap this zone or like this zone, and after that we start distributing toward the lower side. So that's what my expectation right now. And yep, I will take your questions. I see some questions on the chart, on the chat, and I think there's a delay in my live stream. If you know how to end the delay, let me know, just because it's my first time, as you all know. And yep, that's it. That's it for BTC. I am expecting something like this. We go to the upper side, give a scam pump or like scam dump, and then we start to dump into the lower side. That's what I'm expecting right now. So we have a question, bro. You're genius. Thanks, bro. It's from you guys. Sadiq. Welcome from Bangladesh, and I am from Pakistan. Basically, I don't tell you, but tell you in public. But yep, you guys are family, and yep, I have answered your question. I still hold a BTC position from $71,400. So let me just open a BTC clean chart. Yep, this is also my chart, but still, let me just open a clean chart. So here you have opened a position from $71,400. It's somewhere around here. So yep, you have opened a BTC position. It's a long or short. I don't get it. Is it wise to exit a position or now wait for the pump? So according to my analysis, we can climb toward these like the VH on the chart. So VH is sitting at 70,800 or $71,000. We can go toward that side, but I don't think so that is like suitable for you to hold. You must have a SL. Let's say if you are targeting, let's say I am just saying, let's say if you are targeting around $82,000 or like whatever your target was, you should use your SL like some at somewhere like you can place it $60,000 like $63,000 at around $66,000 anywhere you have to place a SL. So once you place a SL, you have to follow that. That's my opinion. So let's say if you are targeting, let's say I am just assuming you are targeting $74,000, your SL should be around $67,000 or like $68,000. So yep, that should be your SL. But still, if you are in, uh, you should have closed it, in my opinion, just because it's around 3% loss depending on the leverage. If you are like 50x, you are around like 170% or 160% in loss. That's a big loss, but still you haven't managed your position. That's also the stuff. Yep, so it's a long, yep, so that's what I'm saying. Is there still long opportunity from $66,800? $66,800 is at this VA. No, I think we have tapped it for like we have tapped it. I am expecting like we will breach it this time. Like let's say if we fall toward this zone, then we will either form a wick like this, or either we will go to other like the VAL at 63,000, $63,500, something like that. Let me just finish questions on BTC, and after that I will move to Ethereum. If you have any question on BTC, you can ask. Yep, I will analyze Ethereum after that, bro. After yep, I will analyze oil. Oil also. Yep, we have some metals like the silver, gold, and after that I will analyze oil also. Yep, prop firms are like good, but you have to choose a good one. Like the best prop firm right now is Breakout, the Kraken bottom. Like that's a good one. Probability of 75k. Let me just visit CoinGlass. What do we have there? CoinGlass. Liquidations. If you have a liquidation, yep. So decent amount of liquidations here. Okay, so I will go to a liquidation max pain and heat map. These are the two things I watch every day. You should have to watch every day. Like on 24 hours, if you have a look at long max pain, it's 65,290. So if let's say if you are taking a short, this is your TP. And if let's say you are taking a long, this is your TP on short. Sorry, long. So these are the positions where like shorters or longers are getting maximum loss, something like that. And on 48 hours, it's almost the same. Just because we're in a range, when we are in a range, these stay same. Like in 48 hours and like 3 days, even in like 2 weeks, it should stay the same. Like it's at $62,000, a little bit less, but the short TP is at 69,600. So yep, we can go to a $72,000, but we $75,000, but we have to hold like this zone. We have to hold around $70,000 for if you want to roll towards that $75,000. I'm sorry, I'm not logged in, so maybe I have to log in first. Just give me a minute. Yep. So I'm logged in now, and if you have a look at like sorry 1 week, I have to go to 1 week. If we have a look at 1 week, there's no liquidity on the charts. Some liquidation is $74,000, but still, that's not like the big liquidation. Just because we are in a range. When we are in range, there is no liquidity around here. Let me just move to a 1 month. What's happened after that? And this one. Yep. So you can see we have liquidation around $64,000, some liquidity at $63,000, but on the upper side we have liquidation up above the previous high, that's around $74,000. So we have liquidation at 74,200 and $75,000. So yep, we have liquidation here there, but still we need some money. We need some money to go up there, and it's $6,000 gap. So I don't think so. We are doing that much up. Depends. So okay, we have all the charts from Ethereum, BTC, all the questions from Bitcoin, and let's move toward Ethereum now. Also, if you have any question related to my signals and my strategy, you can also ask them at the end of the stream. Like you can. This is my like long-term chart. Like the full cycle chart, you can see we bounce from the bear market bottoms in 2022. After that we start not really pumping, but still, yeah, we rise to like $3,700. That's around almost 300 plus pump. That's a good one on Ethereum. And after that, Ethereum got that, in my opinion, after Ethereum touched $73,000, like this zone, Ethereum dot that, and Ethereum isn't like the best one for buying for altcoin. Like that's why I'm just sticking toward like Bitcoin and other stuffs. So after that, we touched this range again at $1,400, and then pumped again towards like the highs. That was another chance for you to buy 234% pump. But still, if you missed, no worries. We are waiting for art season, yeah, I know. And after that, we are now sitting at around $2,000, and I am expecting it to tap this zone. Like we will go to like 1,425 or something like this. So we will form a, you can call it equal low, like somewhere around like this. Let me just mark it like equal low here, and then after that we will start moving toward the upper side. The one thing that matters here is that if you have a look at this one, if we claim, let's say, if something changes and we get a like really bullish news on the chart, then we can start we can claim this one, and then we can start moving to the upper side, and then the target will be like this zone, like this is at $3,000. But still, I am not expecting this. I am expecting, like, let's say if we have like some extra bullish chances, then we will uh touch this zone and then start moving to the lower side. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not like mega bullish on Ethereum, not mega bearish on Ethereum. I'm just stating it like how it Bitcoin is moving. And on the lower, let me just move to the lower chart on 1 hour. Deleting everything. Okay, this is how Ethereum chart is moving right now. You can see we are in a like rising channel. This is the mega rising channel, and this is the like smaller one. Like you can say this is the like started after like the war. This is the war one, and we are bouncing from the extreme lows. You can see we have carried out wicks multiple times, and what I'm expecting right now, what let me just open the 0.5 figure on this one. Yep, so 0.5 figure at 0.2075. So let's say if you get this like this mark on the chart, $2,075, then I will say you just wait for bearish reaction over here. Let's say we form a wick, or we form something like this, or let's say we form something like this, like these. Then you short it, and the short would be like ideal for like, let's say, calculate it, SL over above these highs, these around 2100 or 2120, and stop loss, oh sorry, 30p is at 1880 or like 1920 is also a good one. It gives a 4.39 RR, but 1880 is at 5.73. So this could be a good shot, but wait for confirmation. That's what I would say. Yep, that's what I would say. What's a good long entry for Ethereum? I would say wait for like the rejection. Let's say if we reject from here, or like even if we reject from here, wait for it either to hold this one, or let's say if we break, then we hold this one, then you can look for longs. But in my opinion, don't just go for longs or shorts. Trade for like the trend. Like the trend is right now. If you miss the bullish trend, now wait for a bearish trend. That's how you trade. Do you recommend Bybit? Yep, I use Bybit. I am using Bybit since like 2020 or like 2019. I don't get it. No, yeah, I'm using like 2022. Yep, after 2022, I signed up with Rover affiliate. You don't have to sign up with Rover or anyone just because they move toward weeks. But still, you can use anyone as an affiliate. And yep, Bybit is a good platform. My distribution, my fund distribution is let's say I have like $100 in crypto, like whole crypto, then 98 or $99 are in spot, and those are sitting in like my wallets, like the code wallet, you know what, like ledger, like or safepal or trezor, like those wallets. And like the like $2 or $1 are sitting in my portfolio, future ones or like spot one. And those $2 are like divided into two exchanges. One is like let's say Blofin or Weeks, and second is Bybit. That's how you trade it. And let's say on $2, I earn like let's say 40%. So I will withdraw those 40% to like buy BTC, and I will buy BTC at let's say $67,000 and wait for like 80,000, $90,000 even after 6 months or like 7 months. I will sell it. I have short position for Ethereum at 1989. Oh, 1989. So it's in loss right now. And do you suggest I shall close it or keep it? Again, if you have SL, there's something known as SL. I don't know why people don't use SL these days. They think like SL isn't a good thing. Let's say if you enter at 1989 and your TP, let's say I'm not saying that this is your TP. Let's say it's 1900. Let me. Oh, sorry, it's 1989. Let me just move it. 1989. Yep. Mm. Let me just open a new one. Okay, so on 1989. Yep. So 1900 your TP, and let's say your SL is at 2011. Let's say. So this gives you a like RR of 4.05. So this is good RR. You should like let's say if it's going to SL, claim it. Get 1% loss and just get out. And after that, let's say after 2 days or like 2 hours or whatever your strategy is, you take a trade again, and let's say you win a trade of like the same RR, like 4.505. So you earn like 3% on that trade. So that's how you trade it. And yep, let me just grab my mobile. Let just wait a minute, and let me just check if my live stream is right. Just because it's 20 minutes, and thanks, I'm a beginner. Yep, you are a beginner, but follow this chart. Let me just show another chart for to you. Wait a minute. I will share it in Telegram and in group also. Just to show. This is the chart. Let me just open it up. This is the chart risk reward ratio sheet. You have a look at this one. So this is the win rate, like 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. These are the win rates. And below these you have this reward, like 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, like these ones. Like if you carry out this trade, you get 1 to 5 risk reward, like or 1 to 5 or 1.1 to 6 risk reward. That's how you trade it. So let's say if you are drawing with 1 to 3, I draw with most of the time I draw with 1 to 3 risk reward. So even if you are winning 30% of your trade, and like rest 70%, like you take 10 trades, and after that you lose like let's say 7 trades and you win 3 trades, you are still profitable just because of this risk reward. And if you are going with a higher risk reward, let's say 1.4 or 1.5, then you are like going to be better with like the profits. Then you are going to be profitable with even 20% win rate, and that's how it move on. But if you're going to one just because you are losing 1%, and to gain 1%, then you need 60% or like 51% to like get profitable. That's how it is done. Okay, so we have like 23 people watching. Okay, perfect. So yep, so the screen is working right. Okay. Anything else you need? Otherwise, I will move to Solana, like to analyze Solana, and after that, we will want to analyze these sorry, non-crypto charts like silver, like gold, and all these. Let's move to Solana. Solana USDT. On I will go towards bluffing one. Yep. So again, this is the range we are trading in, and let me just grab the parallel channel. So this is the range. If you mark like something like this, then it will be a little wrong just because we deviated it. This is the range right now. We bounced from the exact bottom like at $80.27, and yep. So that's how it moves. And after that, we have this small little gap or like the little high. Let me just mark it, this one. I think like we can get it from here, like we can get it from here, like here, like here. This is the resistance zone, like at $87. $87 is the resistance zone here, and you can look for short again. The SL would be like at above $88 or $89 at these highs, and your TP would be like these one. Again, this is not a perfect signal. This is reaction test. You have to wait for reaction. Like let's say BTC, Ethereum, so sorry, Solana moves to a like this, and then retest it, and then start moving toward the upper lower side. So that's how you test it. If let's say Solana comes to like this is let's say my level, Solana comes to my level, and then start moving sideways, you don't enter. And let's say if it start is if it comes and let's say crosses and then start moving toward the lower side, then you enter at this point just because we deviated like this. That's how you are traded, and this will give you order of 4.53. So that's a good order. You have a SL of 1.8 and TP of 8.2. That's how you trade it. I will look for scalps during the like live stream if we get it. But yep, that's my outlook on Solana. I'm not expanding anything else. This is only outlook for Solana. And let's move to other like silver, and after that we will move towards solar the gold, and after that we will move towards the oil, US oil. So why is silver and gold bearish? Just because firstly this was my weekend thesis. This start moving to, over the week we start gaining on silver. We formed Adam and Eve. If you don't know, this is a pattern where we form a V first, resulting in liquidations of previous like longers or late longer, or like we trap him. Like this is the low previous, and we debited it. Like you can see, this was the previous low at $79, but we got dipped towards like 78.92 or $78.20, and that's how we form a V shape. And then after that we start moving toward the sideways in a rounding bottom. Like this is Adam and Eve, and once we break it, we start moving toward the upper side. That's how we trade atom and ink, and the target size is around the V. The from the distance you calculate the V, and that's your target size from the breakout. So that's how you capture it. And if you have a look at, like, if you just skip Adam and Eve, you have this big gap here, imbalance on the chart, and that's how you can trade this one. And you can set targets. Other and another way of calculating targets is also you can calculate via this sorry, what do you call it, fib level. And you can see our 0.886 exactly matches with our 8% plus our, this is imbalance chart. So that's what I'm expecting, was expecting on silver, but we got some oil pumping. And there's a question why gold and silver are bearish during this war. Just because this isn't a normal war, this is a war of oil, and now it's turning to be a war of water. And just because the Gulf countries like the UAE, the Saudis, the Qatar, the Kuwait, they use desalination of water on sea. And if let's say if Iran or like whatever country, I don't I am not on one side, but let's say one party attacks on like their water, then it's turned into a war of water. And that's how trap the enemy or whatever you call in a war. But right now they are attacking oil refineries, and market is just beyond like let's say you and me are from crypto market. We are discussing about silver, oil, and all everything. We are discussing oil, and we have taken withdrawn our money from crypto market to buy oil or to long oil. This is how liquidity was. So silver and gold gurus are drawn to a oil, and that's how they withdraw their money, and the liquidity gets vanish. So you can see we got a drop, but still we are just, even if we are pumping, then we are achieving this level. But on Bitcoin, let's say if we the drop from this one, we achieved a higher high. We formed a higher high. That's how you change the trend. And same on silver, gold. Let me just open gold here. If you have a look at this one, same on here. You can see we are just ranging during the war. Nothing changes, nothing happens, and we are actually failing to form a higher high on this one. If you have a look at this one, and I'm expecting we form a deviation here, and then we start dumping toward the lower side. That's how you trade it. But let's say if we keep claiming this 5065 level. This is at 5065. Uh, this at this point, and let's say if we keep claiming it, we will start pop into the upper side, and we may even break this downtrend. Once we break this downtrend, I am expecting then we can touch this 5122 level. So that's how you trade it. Now I am moving to oil, and after that we'll move to like your questions. So you can see this is the market close, the white line, and after that we saw big gap up. This is the like Sunday, Saturday for the forex traders, and after that we start moving to the upper side just because of the war. Iran attacked Israel I refinery according to news is, and Israel attacked Iran's I refinery in Tehran. That's what's happening in the Middle East, and just because of that we saw a massive escalation on the oil, and we pumped around 18%, I think so. Yep. No, 18% was this one, but from the bottom it's like 31%. So it's a massive pump on oil, and it's going to trigger inflation in like in the whole world, I would say. But still, and at this point, I think so, at this point G7 countries mentioned that they are going to sell their oil, and they are going to open their markets for everyone. So like the oil starts dumping just because of that news. So this is not technical analysis, this is not something like on the chart. This is happening on Twitter, on X, on like on websites, on news websites, sorry. So that's what, so I'm expecting we fill this gap here, like this gap here, and then we start reverse it up. So that's what my expectation is. Nothing like based on chart. As you can see, we are discussing about the boss stuff. So do you expect an ETH pump? Maybe we break through 2075, 2080, possible up to 2020s, 2270. Let me just open Ethereum. 2270, that's a big number. Like we are way up here. 2270 is around here on my level. Okay, so you are saying like we will claim up to 2075, and then we are going towards like 20, let's say 20 to 75. So yep, we can go up toward that side, but still if you have a look at this one, we are just sitting at like we are at here 0 0.5 on the like parallel channel. And let me draw some analysis here. If you have a look at this one, we are forming a rising wedge. If you mostly of you should know rising wedge. A rising wedge is a pattern in which we, let's say, no, not like this. Let me form it here. We move in this like range, and then we break down to a low side, and then retest this breakdown, and then we start moving to the low side, and the target is this mouthpiece. So this is the target. So that's how you trade it. And right now our mouthpiece is around 3%. So let's say if we break at this zone, then we are expecting around this level, so 1938 level. So let's say if we break, I am saying let's say, if we don't break, then we just continue moving toward the upper side. So that's how you trade it. And one thing to add for confirmation is RSI. Let me just open my RSI chart here. This is my RSI chart dashboard, and this is not public. This is not like the I can share with you just because you can see it's in my file. So that's how you trade. I can share it. So you can see on Ethereum we are respecting trend lines. You can see we have respected our respected trend line, then again. Let's say once we break it, then we start moving toward the low side, and then that's the point you will short, and I will call it publicly with you in the Telegram group and in like Discord, wherever you are. That's how I will trade it. So that's my point on Ethereum. I'm not expecting like to claim it until unless we have anything change on the wall side. But on the charts, we are going to dump like that. Just because it's Monday, and previous Monday, if you have a look at this BTC one, previous Monday we like it was like at on yep eight, not eights. It was around too much. Yep, you can see we pumped, and then on Tuesday we reversed the whole move. So let's say if we are pumping right now, then we can reverse the whole move, and the whole move was around 0.60. So we can touch this level, and this level is at around 66,800. So one of you asked if we can long at $66,800. So yep, you can if we claim this, if we go like this. Let's say we get rejected from here, and then we just bound claim this one, and then you can long with as SL below this one and target at Monday high. You can trade like this. Let's say if you that are set up, you can trade. Let's say this is the ASL, this is the high. You can that are 1 to 2 hour setup, and this is a good one. In my opinion, you can trade this one. Any more question from your sides? If yes, we can keep continue the live stream. Otherwise, we will maybe close this one, or I will wait for like 5 to 10 minutes for finding the scalp if we didn't find it. I'm thinking of doing these live stream like every 2 or 3 days. It seems to me that Ethereum stand better than BTC right now. Yep, Ethereum is better, but once it start falling, it falls like crazy. You can see previous Monday. This is the previous Monday. Let me mark it. This is the previous Monday low. We pumped around. You can see 7-8%. After that, we dumped around like 8%. Same. So these are same. But on BTC, if you have a look at this one, on like the Monday we pumped around, you can see like 7.36%, but we dumped around 5 or 6%. Like this is how you analyze the strength of any coin. We pump more, dump less, but on Ethereum we pump same and dump same. So this is not like the you can say the strength. So yep, any more questions from you guys? So we reached our peak watching of 83 viewers. Much love to you guys. And yep, I will continue doing these over the like week. Maybe we'll do on Monday, and after that we will do on like we are at Monday right now, and after that I will do on Wednesday maybe, and after that Friday. So yep, 3 days a week. That will be a good one. Are you planning to open a corporate maybe in the need? No, I am not planning right now just because I don't trade on one exchange. Firstly, and secondly, I don't have like the, let's say if on this Monday, let's say I have like $10,000 on in my future wallet, maybe on like next Monday I will have like $2,000. Just because I keep spending my money, I keep rotating my money. I don't just hold money on one exchange. Plus, I don't hold money on one account. So that's the matter. Thank you. So we are going to end this stream here. It's up like 35 minutes, and see you in the chat with some scalps, with some good charts. And bye bye. Take care. Happy murder.